You'll see the enforcer writing out a ticket to this one, partially on the sidewalk, partially on the road. And look up there, no parking anytime. Sometimes people say the sign's too big, the sign's too small, the sign's too bright, it's too dark. You'll see this one is not only parked in the road, but even on the pedestrian crossing. My goodness. Some drivers already came out of their homes and handed over their licenses. For those who haven't come out yet, they're going to be towed away, like that black one over there. In fact, you'll see these ladies are having to walk in the road because of the vehicle parked here. I'm not sure who installed these poles on the sidewalk and then put a chain there. That makes things even harder for pedestrians. Taxis are required to have off-road parking as part of their franchise, but a lot of them, they just use the sidewalk, they use the road. Sometimes this is just as bad as having a parked vehicle. A steep ramp like that, nobody can walk along that comfortably. So what will they do? They'll walk in the road. That's why it's annoying when people modify the sidewalk to suit their own needs. In fact, you'll see more people here walking in the road because sidewalk's obstructed with that parked van. And behind that van is a pickup truck and an SUV. They're both being ticketed, and I suspect at least one of them will be towed away. Oh, I just saw someone come out this property. There you go. As long as they give a license, they will only be ticketed. They won't have to be towed away. You can see the same thing happening on the other side. Two vehicles being ticketed for obstructing the sidewalk. What you'll see with many properties nowadays is that they convert their garage to a living space and then they extend over the sidewalk with their vehicles. You'll see the towing crew already hooking up to this one. No driver came out to surrender a license and move the vehicle. You can see the sidewalk is actually meant to be quite wide in this area, but if you don't enforce it, gradually it will be lost to parking, vendors, even property owners. Right now the team are issuing a ticket to this motorcycle parked on the sidewalk, as well as the two vehicles behind. Both drivers already came out and surrendered their license, so it's only a ticket, they won't get towed away. This is usually the point that the driver comes running out and says don't tow the vehicle, because when you're issuing a ticket, nobody cares. Over here you'll see another pickup truck obstructing the sidewalk. If they parked parallel like this, they could fit without obstructing the sidewalk. But of course it wouldn't hold as many vehicles, so that's why people like to convert the sidewalk into a parking area. But then pedestrians have nowhere to go, commuters have nowhere to go, so that's why it's being towed away now. No driver came out to give a license and move the vehicle. Usually they lift them, move out of the way, and then readjust. Here you'll see a PWD ramp, but I'm not sure how easily a wheelchair user could use it because there's a van parked here. I don't know if obstructing the PWD ramp is enough to issue a ticket, but this surely is obstructing the sidewalk, so that's why they're writing out the ticket now. Maybe it will get towed away because no drivers come out. And one of the big changes for today is that the OTFRB provisionally approved a 1 peso fare hike for jeepneys. You'll see this gentleman walking in the road. Why? Parked vehicles. They already left the ticket under the windscreen wiper of this one. If no driver comes out soon, it will also be towed away. This is Maginhawa Street, by the way. They do get a lot of complaints about this area. They already wrote out a ticket to this one, and you'll see across the road they're picking up that little van. That one you saw earlier that was parked on the curve or the bend has already been picked up. You can see on the back of that flatbed. Here goes another one hooked up to the tow truck. I spoke to one of the drivers that came out too late to find their vehicle is already being towed away. She said it's a very big hassle, and that is part of the reason why they tow, not just to clear the road, but also because it's a very strong deterrent. People do not want to waste their time. They don't mind paying tickets, but they don't want to waste their time. There goes another vehicle. I think that came from further along the road. I don't remember seeing that myself. Some kind of incident over here, tow truck being blocked, I think.